Packers at Eagles. Eagles are favored by 1.5 points at -110. The over-under is 48.5. Money line is Packers +105, Eagles -125. So Eagles are a slight favorite here. To be honest, I have no earthly clue how this is going to go. The Eagles should win in theory, but this is very close, and this is an excellent Packers team that beat the living hell out of the Cowboys in the playoffs and then almost beat the 49ers the week after. So an ascending Packers team, a kind of stagnating Eagles team. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to go. So I would not bet either way on that. Instead, I would pivot and I would go with Green Bay sack props. Yeah, up against this Eagles offensive line that's taken some hits in the offseason. Jason Kelce retired. Weren't the greatest unit in the world to start with. Rashawn Gary is going to be healthy for the first time in a long time. That's where I would go with this. Week 1, Vikings at Giants. Giants are favored by 1 point, so basically a pick 'em, over under a 41.5. If we went money line, it's Vikings -108, Giants -112. No idea how the actual game itself is going to go, so I'm not going to force it. What I would pivot to instead is, especially if JJ McCarthy gets the start for the Vikings, I'd take an interception prop right there, 1,000%. Mediocre Michigan quarterback that never really had to do anything to win a national title goes to the NFL and plays against a Giants defense in their place that just got Brian Burns in the offseason. He's going to have some mistakes, I would think. All righty. Also at 4 o'clock, 4:25 rather, we got Cowboys at Browns. Browns are favored by 1. It's essentially a pick 'em at -110, over under of 44.5. Money line is Cowboys -108, Browns -112. So my pick on this is over 44.5. I feel pretty good about it. These are two. I mean, Deshaun Watson was not slinging it nearly as well as Joe Flacco was last season, but he's good enough. He's good enough to score 22 and change points, and the Cowboys offense is certainly good enough to score 22 and change points or whatever they need to get over that over under there. So I feel like that's a shootout. I feel like we're good at the over 44.5. Couldn't tell you who's going to win the game. Probably Cleveland because Dallas sucks on the road. If you wanted to pivot, I'd go Dak interception props because it's not a Sunday without Dak throwing an interception. Last 4 o'clock game is Commanders at Buccaneers. Vegas has the Buccaneers favored at -3.5 or -110. Over under of 41.5 points. If you look at the money lines, it's Commanders +154, Bucks -185. This one's nice and easy for me. Tampa Bay money line -185 isn't great, but you can parlay it with some other safer things to improve that payout. This just seems obvious. Commanders are going to be rolling out a rookie quarterback in his first ever game against a pretty good Buccaneers defense. The Bucks are just a much better team. They should win and win handily, I would think. Thank you for watching the IDP Plus YouTube network. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Be sure to tap the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload new content.